Hey everyone, do you want to know some networking tips and ways that you can get the name of your brand out on the market? Well, I'm about to show you, so stay tuned. People were asking me for my business cards yesterday and I was like, oh man, I have them, but not with me. Networking is something that's essential for the growth of any business, and the reason that I want to talk about it is because being a beginner, as I am, I've done some things right and some things wrong up to this point, and even though my business has far to come until it's where I want it to be, there are certain things that I've already begun to apply to my life that have helped me greatly in networking, getting myself invited to new events, and getting myself some speaking engagements. So let's dive right in. Growing up, I never had anybody who was a role model in the sense that I never had anybody in my family who started their own business or can give me real business advice. So I had to learn everything on my own. And through months and months of research, there are a couple key things that I've picked up and I've seen it be a common thread amongst so many successful people. And what I want to share with you is some things that you can do exactly to get yourself started and get your name out there. The first thing you're going to want to do is make a meetup profile. And essentially what that's going to do, once you add in your information and select your interests and stuff, is it's going to provide you with a whole bunch of groups in your area that you can join, and you can begin to go to their events, their speaking engagements, and even take classes based on what your interests are and what you're trying to pursue. I'm going to show you what the app looks like on my phone really quick, and I'm going to tell you how it's already helped me in the process of launching my business. So right here, you're going to see the little logo for the Meetup app. And if I go ahead and click on that, and once it logs into my account, it already shows different groups that I'm a part of. So here's my groups. And it all has to do with speaking engagements, health and wellness, veganism, holistic health, and stuff of that nature, because that is what my business is about. But when you first log into this account and when you first sign up, then you're going to be able to fill in your own information and then join groups accordingly. It's pretty straightforward. A lot of it is free. Some things are paid for, but it's definitely worth taking a shot if you don't know anybody in your area or nobody that's doing what you're doing. So it's great if you ask me. So what I did immediately after joining all these groups is I started finding ones in time frames that I was able to go to. So the first one that I went to was a public speaking practice group. It was a great stepping stone in making me feel more confident so that when I do go ahead and get public speaking engagements and start to put myself out there even more, I'll feel more comfortable talking to people and not just talking to myself, because I can talk to myself all day. And then the next networking event that I went to was one that I went to last night at Black Bear Diner, and it was essentially women entrepreneurs who get together and they network with each other. And me, only being 20 years old, not really having a business, I did ask to make sure it was okay that I go, but they all said they were excited to meet me, and I even made a couple connections along the way. I even, just by going, I got myself invited to do a workshop with a lady that I met there who caters for plant-based food. So you never know who you're going to meet or what the opportunities are going to bring. So just go to these networking events and pass out your business cards if you have them. If you have a website, write it on a sheet of paper. Frankly, it was a little bit nerve-wracking because I'm thinking, I don't even own a business. What are these people going to want to give to me? But the truth is, people love helping other people. And if they feel like they're bringing value to you, you can always come back later and find out how you can bring value to them as well. You showing that you're excited and you're present and you're really willing to learn, that's going to seem really great in the eyes of these business people, women, men, entrepreneurs, whatever. Alright guys, I'm back the next day with my tip number 2. So what you're going to do is you're going to go on your Facebook profile and you're going to start joining groups that are relevant to your niche. And let's say you don't have a niche that you necessarily have yet, or you're not exactly sure what you want to do. What I would say to that is just play around with a couple of groups and kind of get a feel for what different industries that you're interested in are about and get a feel for it that way. But this is generally towards people who kind of do have an idea of what niche they want. Join some groups, find some groups that you're interested in and join them and start connecting with the community, whether it's in your area or a global group, and start talking to people, commenting on photos, talking to the admins of the group, and just getting to know people and kind of getting your name out there. You can provide value if you can post something in the group, post a nice picture, post a helpful tip. I wouldn't recommend selling anything or trying to sell anything on someone else's group because that's their market, but it is a good free tool that you can use to network and kind of get yourself out there and build relations, because a huge part of networking is building those relationships. Okay, and the last tip I'm going to share with you guys today is something that hopefully most of you have right at your fingertips and a free networking strategy that you can use for free. And this is kind of just to build your brand and your following a little bit. So I'm going to be talking specifically about Instagram, though I'm sure you could use this on other platforms. I know you can do it on YouTube, probably even Facebook. But what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to search the tag section of your Instagram page and search up a tag that's popular or relevant to your niche again. And then you're going to find the most popular posts and the most recent posts. You're going to want to go to the most recent post and just start scrolling and liking people's pictures. Just start liking them, commenting on them. You really want to build that engagement. And this is something that works for me time and time again. And trust me, I'm no huge Instagrammer or anything, but I have seen over and over again that this will work. If you just go like people's pictures, even like many pictures of one page that you really like, comment something thoughtful and meaningful, because a lot of us have been in the position where we just get random comments that will just be like an emoji, or someone will be like, wow, or good pic. Like, those are not going to get you where you want to go. I am almost 100% certain of that. But comment something meaningful and comment on as many as you possibly can until they tell you can't anymore. I don't know if you'll get to that point, but maybe you will. And you'll see that people will come back at you and start liking your pictures, and they'll start following you, and they'll start commenting back on yours. And either way, it's engagement. And I'll give you an example. I was just scrolling through my Instagram, and this was yesterday, and I commented on this one girl's picture, and I said, you have a really inspiring page, because I checked it out, liked what I saw. She messaged me and asked me what my business is. I told her I'm an integrative health coach. I specialize in body image and self-esteem coaching. And she kind of wanted me to tell her a little bit about my message. So I told her that I believe healing starts from the inside out. Physical change is not possible unless you have a mindset to match. And that's what I believe in full, and it rings true time and time again. After that, she offered me a spot to be a guest speaker in her Facebook page, because she thinks that that's a very powerful message to share, and she wants to build her brand as well. And no, she's not some big time famous Instagrammer, but she does want me to do something for her, and she sees the value in what I can bring. So you never know what could come out of a simple connection that you can make that way, and just spread the love a little bit too. Don't be scared of having conversations, reaching out to people, asking questions. This goes back to my point number one, and honestly, that's about it. All right, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope that you enjoyed it. And one last thing I want to say before I let you go, my free ebook, 21 Days to Quiet Your Inner Bully, is still available for download. Even if you don't catch me live and you're not up to date, then you can still have full access to all of the videos and all of the content that's going to be shared. And it's a 98-page ebook with interactive worksheets, meditations, affirmations, and the step-by-step system that I used to overcome my eating disorder. And that was an addiction all in itself. And I hope you guys can find some value out of it. So if you're interested in that, it's at www.thegoldlife.net, and you can get your free download there. And other than that, I'll see you guys in my next video. Let me know what you thought about this one, because this is new for me. But as I told you before, I want to be documenting my process as well. So thanks, guys. Bye.